We come to you from downtown Los Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness here in L.A.
From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood, the Staples Center is rocking tonight.
Showtime always in this building, and we are ready to go. Let's do it. And that's...
It's go time.
Substitutions, Houston. Into the game for the Lakers, number 7.
Oh, they called the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
To number 7. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
From the painted area, won't go down.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Hart. Screen coming.
Screen right. That's good.
Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. That's blocked by Capella. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Rejected by McGee.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
JaVale McGee. McGee powers it through. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Tucker to Capella. Shot from the lane won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Tucker powers it through.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Cleans it up. Offensive board. Oh, Capella up to block it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Houston takes over. Tucker to Capella. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
To Capella. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. To Beasley. JaVale McGee. Pass to the rim. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Houston with the basketball. Inside, he scores.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Cashes in for 2.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Knight into the front court. His team up by 7. To Capella. Has a chance. Shot no good by Tucker.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had 3 wide open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
The screen sets him up for 2.
I wonder who we're going to see tonight. Playoff Rondo or that other guy? Because when he's on top of his game, there is no one better in terms of IQ and also vision. Unless the offense isn't clicking, expect to see him breaking down the D and ensuring everyone gets fed.
Screen coming. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Runner's good there.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Rockets ball.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
To Capella. Knocked loose. Capella. Trying to cash in. Gordon's shot misses. Here's a chance from long range. It's good. That's the shot they wanted him to take.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Here's Rondo with it. All tied up, 13 apiece. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Nene. He got a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Beasley. Michael Beasley with the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Screen coming, screen coming.
Here comes the screen. Tucker. It's good. That's the guy you want to leave open.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week.
Get your man, get your man. Come on, you back, you back.
And the denial.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Los Angeles has the basketball.
My ball.
Here comes the screen. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Nene to P.J. Tucker.
Gotta come through, gotta come through.
Screen coming. Fires the three. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. And the Rockets clear the board. Knight into the front court, trailing by 4. Nene. Gets it in the left corner. Here comes the screen. Not done yet. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Rockets in control of the basketball. To Chris. Surveys the floor. Stevenson. Here comes the screen.
Right there.
To James. Has a look. Scores from the post. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Knight into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Anthony. Lakers come up with it. Rondo with the basketball. Up 6. Rockets have the ball. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Ah, the monster stuff.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Rondo into the front court. His team on top by 8. James. Here comes the screen. To Stevenson. And he scores. Yeah, he took a big step, but they'll count the bucket.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Here comes the screen. Lakers have it. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter with the Lakers in command. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. And now Houston has the basketball. Carter Williams. To Anthony.
Knock it down.
Probing the defense. Anthony. To Carter Williams. Rejected.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down. Sometimes it looks like he's not locked in, but think otherwise.
Let's be honest, sometimes he is not locked in when the ball isn't in his hands. But do you need James Harden to be locked in 100% of the time? No, you need him to be locked in 95% when he has the ball in his hands. That's when something spectacular is going to happen offensively for your team.
Anthony, shot by Carmelo, no good.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
And throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
James Harden at the controls.
Screen left coming, screen left coming, screen left.
Nothing going here on that drive. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper. Can only imagine how frustrating that is to stop.
It's beyond an arduous task for the defender. I'm getting frustrated even talking about it. Let me tell you 2 reasons why. Number 1, he's been top 5 in the league since the 2012-13 season in free throws attempted per game. That's pretty impressive. Will make any defender hesitant. And number 2, whenever the league implements a rule about you called the Harden rule for his knack for drawing cheap fouls, that's going to make any defender have a difficult time guarding Mr. Harden.
Has a chance with the step back. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Carter Williams with it up top. His team down 9. To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden to Carter Williams. Lakers ball. Deep two there, won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Stevenson. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Harden.
I agree, I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
The first 1,000 fans in our next home game will receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the...
New blood coming in for both sides.
You know what's coming. Go get him.
Substitutions, Houston. Entering
To
the
Paul.
game for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Trying to cash in. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there. Alonzo controls the offense. James to Caldwell Pope. James to Caldwell Pope. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
And he can't convert the free throw. Carter Williams with it up top. Right now, down 7. From long range, buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To James.
Pick coming left, left.
And he knocks it down, Jay.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Throws it up. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. To Carter Williams. Easy path to the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Ball with the basketball. Leads a bucket. Goes to the left side. Defense making the ball handler work. Short jumper won't go down. Houston takes over. Carter Williams knocked loose. From the painted area, won't go down. Ball with it up top. Lead is 2. Screen coming. Kuzma. To Caldwell Pope. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Houston with the basketball. To Carter Williams. Here comes the screen. Carter Williams. They get it down to Tucker. Shot from the lane won't go. James into the front court. He'll run the offense. Ball to James. Ball to James. Off the assist. Veteran move right there.
Still blows my mind that this young man is 16 years in the NBA, has not had one bad injury, but more importantly, it's about the respect of the game. That's what LeBron James brings to the table when you think about basketball. You respect the game, you get the benefits.
Ball into the front court. His team up by 7. Here comes the screen. To Ball. Inside, he scores.
Lonzo Ball is so different. There's something special about a player that can always deliver the ball on time and on target. Let me break that down for you. The on-time part means the ball isn't delivered 1 second too late or 1 second too early, but at the perfect time for you to go right into your shot or make a play. The on-target aspect means that the ball is either delivered right in the pocket for a shooter, or for a big, it hits you right in the chest so you can go for a slam. With his head constantly on a swivel, it's safe to say that Lonzo Ball is already an elite passer.
Today's game, the claim your prize at the customer service desk located near section 104.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Kuz at the controls. Here comes the screen. Tough make through traffic.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Carter Williams. And scores on the step back.
And what a postseason run last year for Eric Gordon. He's the perfect complementary player with James Harden and CP3. But in April and May, there was nothing complimentary about E. Gordon. He was an absolute star.
Carter Williams with it up top. His guys currently down by 13. The screen sets him up for 2. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
The drive by Gordon, but he can't finish.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
And a putback slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Runner here won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Nice pass to set things up. Got it.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
James.
You got it.
For 3, that's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there for 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Carter Williams to Anthony. Paul buries it on the catch and shoot.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Kyle Kuzma, strong finish. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Lakers put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Rockets were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets.
Game travel. Bench points.
The Houston Rockets had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
LeBron James has been a defensive force in this matchup. If he's not stealing the ball, he's swatting it. And that combination has made for an incredible half.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Hey, it's all game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Substitutions, Houston. Entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 7.
Screen left, left.
To Capella. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. Into front court comes Rondo. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter.
Right.
Driving right to the basket. That's blocked by Nene.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
It's Rockets ball. Nene. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Jumper's good.
You know, Ed, so many players think the only way they can get big money is on the offensive end, but this is a game about roles. If your role is to be a defender, get your money on that end, please.
To P.J. Tucker. Rejected by McGee.
And it's not just about blocking shots, it's about the physicality of the game. How about on all these down screens, your bigs are bumping these guys off the screen, allowing you to catch up to the play defensively. That's why you're playing so well.
To P.J. Tucker, going to launch, beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Hart has a chance, add 2 points to the board.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot. He hits.
We love to break this game down analytically. We even love to break it down more psychologically. But sometimes it's just about settling into the game. Seemed like in the first half, things were rushed. Now we finally see them have their composure and their poise.
To Beasley. Here comes the screen. Hart fires the 3, and he knocks it down.
I love watching these coaches' moments. The coach was literally saying, no, 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 yes, yes, yes. That's how you make coaches look like masterminds.
Five to shoot. 4-3. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Here's Rondo with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Hart. Off the assist.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Capella shots off.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession.
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Capella. Here comes the screen. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Rondo with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Lets it fly from long range, and the rebound by Tucker. Tucker. Nothing going here on that drive. To P.J. Tucker. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Josh Hart. Down for McGee. Throws it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
knocked loose. Lakers have it. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Rockets have the ball. Tucker. Sizing up the defense. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Tosses. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
JaVale McGee. A pass down low to Beasley. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
To P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He throws it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Los Angeles, they have it. To Beasley. Knocked away at the rim.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And McGee there for the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Nene. Fires the three. Can't connect. It's no good. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. He dared them to get in the way.
So many players try to get pretty with the game. They want to dance. They want to do all these tricks, maybe a God Shamdad. But sometimes you got to revert back to the old school style of the way we play the game. Just put your head down and stop me if you can.
And now Houston has the basketball. To P.J. Tucker. From long range. That one off the mark. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
For three, and he buries it. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 2.
Harden to Anthony. That is great vision to set it up. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul.
Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Oh, he blocked it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Lonzo with it. He'll run the offense. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
If you know a guy's a driver, there's no need to apply that much pressure on him if his main objective is to get to the rim. Play off of him, make him think about the jump shot, and also, guys from the weak side on the help side, make sure you play in those gaps and you try to close out as quick as possible when he puts his head down.
Gets it in the left corner. Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. Sets him up. In the slam. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Number 2, Lonzo Ball.
Harden has it up the floor. It's Kuzma up to block the shot.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Harden, he had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
To Caldwell Pope. It's Harden to pull down the rebound. Harden into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Harden and McGee there for the rebound. Caldwell Pope.
All right, here we go. Let's rock.
Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. Carter Williams. Terrific vision. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Harden with it up top. Down a bundle. Anthony. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Inside, he scores.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Gets off the three. At the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. So far, it's been all Lakers. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Lakers at the controls right now.
Here we go. Watch this screen. Can't go. You got a mismatch. Got a mismatch. Cut. I got yours.
A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
The pass set it all up.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Number 41, Michael Carter Williams.
Rondo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Beasley. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 3, Chris Paul. Into the game.
And now...
All right, let's bring the fire to him.
Stepping in for the Houston Rockets. Number 15, Clint Capella. Subbing in.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Los Angeles has the basketball.
I got him. Here we go.
To Josh Hart.
Double team.
Scores from the post.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Count the bucket for 2.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Pick him up.
D up, baby.
Off Jim, let it go. Pick it up.
Here comes the screen to Beasley. Hart.
Come on, come on, come on. Trap, trap, trap. You got him, you got him. Shot up for you, that's all.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hey, when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Chance for Chris Paul. Shot by Paul won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Double, double.
That one out of bounds off a rocket, so it stays with the LA Lakers. Rondo. That won't go. Paul with it up top. His guys down big. It's Rondo with the rebound. Good. Off a spin.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Tucker. To Paul. Beyond the arc for three. And Chris Paul, quick catch and shoot there for three.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
McGee's shot misses. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
To Josh Hart. Here comes the screen. Hart. McGee powers it through. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start backing up and getting ready to go right now.
Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. And stuffs it home.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Down low, Capella. Able to convert inside.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Lakers ball. To Beasley. Here comes the screen.
Big screen right there, big screen.
Beasley. A shot rejected by Capella.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Goes to the left side. Fires the three. Knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes? Even on fast breaks, guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Paul, deep left corner. 4-3. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
JaVale McGee to Josh Hart.
Come on. Help.
A pass down low to Beasley. No good. Defense catching a break there.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
From the painted area, won't go down. Knocked loose. Capella. Jumper's good. It's a big finish.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Los Angeles, they have it. The jumper's off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
And it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Rockets didn't get the victory they wanted here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored to the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Bench points.
The Los Angeles Lakers can confidently say it was the player of their substitutes that was a big reason, if not the biggest reason, for their success today. Tremendous job by the reserves to be impactful in this matchup.
Player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game. No one else made as big of an impact in this matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Los Angeles Lakers. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.